散りゆく時桜色の空でこの涙と共に私に変える結ばれない夢誰の笑顔も固くなり目を伏せて心閉ざしたライ罪と罰を背負い全てをモノクロに変えても溢れ出す記憶の友達鮮やかに蘇るあなた一人みんな一人きり生きていた痛いほどの不器用な愛知らずにいつか共に未来に出会えたその時は両手広げて抱きしめたいあらがえない今受け入れた心が語りかけてる
How's it going, guys? Welcome back to TheBlueShifting and welcome back to Muv-Luv Mondays. Yes. Oh my goodness. Okay, so to any of you who are coming back or finding this more recently for whatever reason, how's it going? It's been far too long, but this was like the perfect timing, and I feel like Muv-Luv is the definition of perfect timing. I have played through the entire core series up till now, and if you've somehow found this and don't know what Muv-Luv is, do not spoil yourself. Do not go any further in this video. Go find playlists. Like, I've got playlists on my channel. Go find somebody else. Go play it yourself, actually. That's the number one. Go play it yourself. Do not spoil anything. You have to go through extra, unlimited, and then alternative. Once you caught up, come back here, probably with your eyes still watering from all the tears you've just cried. Manly tears, but they're crying all the same. And then come back here because this is everything that's fun afterwards. Well, I don't know. I have no clue what this is. I have an inkling of what this is, as you saw in the intro, but I have no earthly idea what any of it meant because I'm playing this blind, as always. So, welcome back. Welcome to the channel again. Muv-Luv might be the greatest story I've ever read. And that's saying a lot. Now, I don't say it doesn't have competition, doesn't have like stories that have come very close, but as a complete narrative, as an impactful story, as something that not only played with my emotions, but subverted my expectations time and time and time again, always left me with more questions, always left me something more, and making me fall so in love with the characters that I still haven't recovered. This is something else about that. I'm all for it. And this is the best year to be able to play it because this just came out. Thank you so much to the translation team, the people who worked with the Kickstarter and everything else. They actually went and they got me permission to show this game on my channel. Granted, they gave me permission back when it first came out. Like, I think 3 weeks after it came out, they gave me the go-ahead to go. But as visual novels go, they take a while, and I wasn't going to play this on anything but Mondays because we got to keep the tradition alive of Muv-Luv Monday. So, sorry for the delay, but you know, that's perfectly fine. But thank you, developers. Thank you for those who made the game. Thank you so much for all of you giving me the opportunity to cover it on my channel, for letting us share these fantastic stories, for even getting it translated into English. Like, I salute you for everything you are. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And then the last thing I gotta say is like, we're just going full bore. Like, I'm so excited. I'm so excited. I hated I had to delay this a week. But we're jumping in because it's time for us to do it. And I've talked a lot, but again, you've got to make sure, if you haven't fully read Muv-Luv Extra, Muv-Luv Unlimited, and Muv-Luv Alternative, you really shouldn't be here, because I know this is coming. We're coming into this. The game will assume we played those. So if you haven't, you're really not going to be getting the impact. So please make sure you do that. I don't care what how that happens or like what that could do for me. channel-wise, but I don't care. I cover stuff because I love it. Thank you for spending your time here. Thank you for joining me. Also, I look forward to reading your comments. I look forward to seeing what you guys think of me coming back. I'm kind of sad because this means that I get excited and we're going to have Muv-Luv Mondays again, and then I have to end it again, and I'm so sad. But thankfully, Muv-Luv's coming out with some interesting stuff this year. They're releasing a mobile game. Mobile games but Muv-Luv might pull me through. I'll at least check it out, and like I'll share with you maybe my first impressions of it when it comes out. You know, just kind of maybe a channel special or something. It's not really going to be much visual novel, I'm guessing, so we'll see. And then apparently they're doing alternative as an anime, which, I mean, it could be amazing, right? We will hope it's amazing. But I'm terrified of how, like, especially if it's only like a 12 episode arc or something, how are they gonna take something so immense, so powerful, so passionate, so incredible, and squish it down into 12 episodes and not ruin it somehow? I don't know. I'm sure it'll be eye candy, I'm sure it'll be great, and it'll be fun seeing the characters in anime, like that'll be good. But I mean, I can't help but think about movies like Aragon or The Last Airbender that just destroyed my hope that humanity can make movies and video content based on a different genre and not have a chance to just royally just screw it up. But then again, anime tends to do better than other venues, and things like The Witcher on Netflix have proven that you can do a really good job. So, I'm chatting too long. Let's get into the game. So, we're gonna hit start. I have no idea what's happening here. I have no clue what's going on, and I'm just gonna be bumbling about for a little bit. So let's get that going so we can dive right in. Okay. So initially starting off, it looks like we have to start with the content based in extra and the content based in alternative. Fetch. Well, I mean, my first instinct is to jump like we did before, to do the extra content first, because that's fun and happy and joyful, and then go to the alternative for the grisly, gritty details. It's the pattern from the first game, and I don't really feel like changing that, so we're going to jump first into Muv-Luv extra content, whatever that is, and then go to the alternative. And probably cry a lot, right? I'm sure we will. But we shall dive in. Oh, fetch. Okay, Muv-Luv recap. Our protagonist, Extra Takeru, is a senior at Hakuryo Hiragi Prep. He lives in the simple life with his best friend and next door neighbor, Kagami Sumika. But when he wakes up one day to find a strange girl in his bed, his ordinary life is suddenly becomes anything but. Her name is Mitsurugi Mia. We all know my feelings about her. Yes. Heir to the founder of an international conglomerate, she claims that they are destined to be together. Hijinks ensue. Wow, that's probably the best summary ever. And the trio soon find themselves wrapped up in a manner of crazy shenanigans alongside a few of their fellow classmates. From a class cook-off to a lacrosse tournament and even a romantic hot spring getaway. But as Takeru slowly starts to realize Maya is not the only one who harbors feelings for him, he soon is faced with the biggest dilemma of his young life. Will he stay with the girl who's always been there for him, or pursue the mystery of the $1 million maiden, or choose somebody else entirely? Of course, we all know we all went all the routes at some point. I think Maya was still my favorite character. I think the Sumika path is the sweetest, and I think it makes the most sense for Takeru as a character. I think Maya's best girl, but Takeru, I can see him being more compatible with Sumika. I loved all the other ones. I thought class reps like whole path and their eventual relationship felt the most natural. Like, oh, this is a representation of like a real relationship. But I don't know. I'm not the biggest fan of class rep. I think she's great, but I also think she would drive me crazy. And then I guess I really liked Tama, like as a character. She's definitely very much in the whole like playing on, you know, the lolly type of character, which I can see why people can be a little about that for sure. But as a character and her arc in general, I thought was really fun, and it was one of the ones that got me more like nail biting, really excited. Like I was really invested in her story. I was invested in all their stories per se. Like there wasn't one I didn't like at all. Like, but I think Tama's might be my favorite behind Maya's line, like for me. Anyway, series history. First released in Japan on February 28th, 2003. Fetch, man, I was 13 when this thing came out. Oh, I had no idea the glory that awaited me. I just kicked my camera, I'm so sorry. The original Muv-Luv was marketed as a zany high school rom-com with emphasis on over-the-top gags and parody humor. Featuring multiple endings, the game allowed players to pair Takeru up with their favorite heroine of their choosing by selecting his actions and responses through the course of the story. Very few choices. You had to be careful if you want to get a specific one. What the marketing didn't reveal, however, was that this was only half the story. I'd say like a third. Upon completing 2 specific routes in the original version, the player would unlock an all-new adventure, one set in a war-torn alternate reality where humanity is on the brink of extinction, and at the hands of an extraterrestrial menace known simply as the Beta. Even hearing the name freaks me out. This jarring transition between the game's 2 halves, known as Extra and Unlimited respectively, would go on to set the stage for a series' thrilling conclusion, Muv-Luv Alternative, in which both universes collide. What's crazy is the fact that this game was initially released, and I'm guessing all the PR was super good about being just a rom-com. You know? Kind of like, it effectively pulled a very similar bait and switch to what we saw Doki Doki Literature Club doing, but, like, everyone kind of could tell, especially with the way tags go online. Like, if you clicked on the page, like, sure, it looked like a happy rom-com, but as soon as you looked at the tags, there's a lot of suspiciousness. You know, I kind of went into that preloaded. Can you imagine buying Muv-Luv originally and finding Unlimited like completely unexpectedly? Wouldn't that have been the coolest experience ever? And which is unfortunate because my version, I could choose Unlimited right from the get-go, which makes sense because it was such a late re-release, but I wish I could have experienced that because that would have been such a fun like mind twist. But yeah, so anyway, so they collide. In this half of the Photonflowers collection, you'll find a variety of stories that take place in the original Muv-Luv universe, both before and after the events of Muv-Luv Extra. How much content is in this game? I'm so happy I got permission too, because like by getting permission, I can cover all of it. Like that's the beauty of it. Normally, I only show one ending, and if it had multiple stuff, like I'd be hesitant to show everything. But because they've told me like go ahead, like I can cover it all. We get to do all of it. That's very, very cool. Again, thank you. Oh, I'm so excited. All right, so we're gonna select the story. All right, so what on earth is this? What? Okay, I'm gonna guess Muv-Luv After episode. Okay, so before the cherry blossoms bloom. This is an extended epilogue depicting the aftermath of Sumiko's route from Muv-Luv Extra. Maya may be gone, but that's not all well in paradise. The transition from friends to lovers hasn't been a smooth one for Sumiko and Takeru, and it's making things pretty awkward among their circle of friends, with graduation now only weeks away. Will they be able to make their last month of high school something to remember, or was this the biggest mistake they've ever made? Oh, that sounds horrifying. Then these are supplements. Okay. Now, is there one? I could have sworn there was supposed to be like a story. I heard there was a story that was like you get to choose who you date and continue the story like from the ending of Alternative, like the special ending where like there's more people around. But maybe this is simply like in that universe where everyone's around and like everyone's like happy and nothing terrible has happened to them. Perhaps that's what these are, because like I can see the colors and be like, oh okay, it's like. Maybe this is like a Sumika. Oh yeah, so these are from the perspectives of the different characters. And then this is a 2-part from Maya's perspective. Okay. Interesting. So yeah, I guess, wow, there's a lot to cover. So we're gonna have to just go for this. But we're gonna start with Before the Cherry Blossoms Bloom, because that just seems like the perfect way to start. So while Sumika might not have been my personal best girl, Sumika, I think, is the best girl for Takeru, ultimately, like, the character. So, let's jump in. Fetch, this has been such a long run-up. I'm so sorry, especially if this is, like, your first video you found on my channel. I apologize. Most of the time, I jump right into it, but there's so much to cover here, so we're gonna jump in. Wow, so these all are gonna be having the middle of packet, so, all right, let's start. Image language. So it'll be in English, but I could see writing in either Japanese or English. I mean, I know this will be the much cooler looking one, because gotta be honest, the Japanese lettering in general just looks cool, but I'm gonna stick with English because I want to be able to make sure I'm in on all the context, because unfortunately I cannot read Japanese, especially if it's like freaking kanji. So, sorry, but it's my language. I wish I knew enough Japanese to be able to comfortably click that. No, I could like explain it, but I don't, so.
ちょっと白金くん、ちゃんとやりなさいよ。
Oh yeah? Chizuru? Oh, give me a break. I'm doing it just fine.
隅っこにゴミを追いやってるだけじゃない。
The music, the sights. Ah, it's been too long. Don't be such a stickler, class rep.
四角いところは四角く吐く。それが常識よ。
See, there you go again, trying to pawn your lifestyle off on me. I've got my own brand of common sense, thank you very much. And an extra, oh boy, is it a robust and oddly smelling common sense.
世の中ではそれを非常識って言うのよ。
Yes. Beg your pardon?
またやってる。
Yeah, I know.
よく飽きないな、二人とも。
I would argue that we do, but for some reason we just can't give it up, you know, like hardcore drugs. Hey, I'm just the victim here. She's the one who's always trying to start crap.
なんですって？
愉快な見せ物。おひねりおひねり。
Okay, don't you get into this. By the way, there's a Twitter account you should all follow if you like Muv-Luv. If you haven't yet, it's like Muv-Luv misquotes or like misheard Muv-Luv or something. Like, I'll fetch. I'll put a link to it in the description, or maybe in here if I remember. Please, future me, remember. But like, you should check out the Twitter. It's pretty much this all the
ちょっと
time.
あやみねさん、紙くず投げないでよ。
Aww.
おひねり
Sure they are.
は
あげるよ。遠慮しないで拾いな。
Tana, it's okay.
あ、いらないわよ。
ゴミが落ちてるのに拾わない。真面目に掃除やれ。
Firing off early.
あなただって当番でしょ。突っ立ってるだけの人に言われたくないわ。
And she's gone.
僕を見られても困るな。鎧くん、あなたもね。
Oh, really?
あ、ミキは当番じゃないよ。見られても困るよ。
The animations. Things just aren't going your way today, are they, class rep?
笑うな。ねえねえ、たけるちゃん、こっちは終わったよ。
Hey, Subika. Alright, so alright, sweet. Then I think we can call it a day. Let's pack it in, folks. Bye. Out of the. Oh no, you don't, huh?
白金。
What do you want? Sheesh.
そりゃあ鏡さんと1秒でも多く一緒にいたい気持ちはわかるわよ。
But, blah. Where the heck did that come from?
でも権利ばかり主張して義務を果たさないのは男としてどうなのかしら。
That's a low blow, but I don't know if it'll work on Takeru. This is sexism.
全然。私はただ恋人の前で賠償な器を晒して男として恥ずかしくないのかなって思っただけ。
Class rep, you will. Ever since the new semester began, she's been using that as leverage to assert her authority over me. It's pretty clever.
なんか形勢逆転だね。
Yeah, the tables have turned over. Like, it's done.
何の話？
My work ethic.
僕にもよくわからないよ。
矮小な男は女を喜ばせられない。
Oh no, I forgot she did a lot of double entendres.
何が？
小さいと鏡は満足できない。かわいそう。
Never mind. Why did I think it had dual meaning? It just had single meaning. Why do you have to make everything sexual? And how the heck would you know, huh? It's not like you've ever seen it or anything. On what basis? Methinks you doth protest too much, Takeru. I am sorry. It sounds like you might be a little sensitive.
男の器の話。変な想像して興奮するな。
Yeah, exactly. You witch. I'll make you pay for this.
卒業まであと少しだって言うのに未だにそんな子供じみたことばかりしてると愛想つかされるんじゃないのかしらねえ鏡さん
I literally don't think that's possible, considering what she went through. Fetch, man, what she went through. There's no way.
さすがにそれはないかな
Oh, you have to admit, she wins in the cute department. Like, she's definitely one of the more adorable people. Don't talk about our private life to these harpies. I thought I said something. I almost said something else. Something that wasn't there. I'm not part of this. All right, fine. I'll do the dang cleaning. Gosh.
ああタケルさん顔が赤いよ
Shut up.
白金純情
Go.
耳まで赤い
You don't say it like that. Now I feel bad. Silence.
どうしたの顔が赤いよ熱かな保健室に行った方がいいんじゃない
Okay, Mikado. Does he genuinely not know? I mean, if it were anyone else, I'd think he's just joking. But he might literally not know what's going on. Maybe you should pay more attention. Oh, the music. Oh, it's like liquid gold in my ears. Wow, you don't say.
なんだよさっきからいい加減な返事ばっかで
For some reason, that's what he does all the time. Nothing's up. God, class rep really grinds my gears sometimes.
まだ根に持ってるし
I'm not sure how it slipped out, but it seems like everyone in class knows Tamika and I are an item now. Those kind of things go around. I mean, I can see how they might assume that since Maya moved back home and everything. But as far as they know, they could have just easily been for family reasons. That's true, though. She was very public about her intentions, and so if she left, it's like, oh, okay, something changed. Maybe. They can't know for sure that it was because Tamika and I got together, not unless they heard it from the horse's mouth. And yet, for some reason, they're all treating it like an accepted fact. Especially Class Rep and Yuko-sensei. They just love to use it as ammunition to blackmail or embarrass me. Every little thing I say or do, they have to make some snarky quip about it. It's like they got get off to tormenting me.
ねえねえ思い切って開き直っちゃおうか
I mean, they already kind of know, so yeah? Tell them what?
だから私たちラブラブだよって言っちゃっていっつもくっついていればさ
Gosh, he's adorable. We are not doing that. Why? It'd be way too embarrassing to tell them now. If we'd taken the initiative and announced it right away, that'd be one thing. But I'm not going to give them the satisfaction after they've been teasing us relentlessly about it. Why? What the fetch is he doing? Why? What? Takeru. I forgot. I don't like Takeru from Extra. He drives me crazy. Ugh. You be mad at him, Samika. Maybe give him a milky punch for me. I mean, look at yourself. You're blushing up a storm just from thinking about it. Trust me, it'll only tease us more if we did that. No, you... Listen, Takeru. Listen to the woman. Maybe there's a reason, maybe something else that he doesn't want to do. Come on, you can't tell me it wouldn't be embarrassing to start acting like a couple after all this time. See? Maybe this wouldn't be such an issue if Tamika and I hadn't grown up together. We've been joined at the hip ever since we were kids, always screwing around and bustling each other's chops, so the thought of being in a deeper relationship with her just feels weird to me. But you're in the... I am incandescent with a very peculiar rage that makes no logical sense. Because he makes no logical sense. I'm sure it'd be a lot less awkward if I were going out with someone I didn't already think of as a good friend, like someone I tend to argue with a lot, for instance. I see he's afflicted with the similar problems that he had an alternative. Oh, no way! No, like I said, I think their relationship ended up being the one I felt was the most honest and genuine.
どうしたのタケルちゃん。アロハオエ
Aw. No, sorry. I just had a really terrifying thought, that's all. Why the heck was my mind picked class rep of all people? I must be sleep deprived or something. I should go home and sleep.
でもタケルちゃん、
Yeah?
私たち何にもないよね。
Oh, Takeru. How can you be messing this up? This is fundamental. You two are like a stronger couple than any couple. Like, screw Romeo and Juliet. They weren't linked through the bands and lengths of time and space. How are you messing this up so badly? Tuli.
何さ。
Well, don't say crap like that. Especially when it's not even true. I can think of a few things we definitely didn't used to do.
だってさ、クリスマスの時とかすごく優しかったから、もっといろいろあると思ったんだもん。
Wait a minute. Are you saying you two had your romantic rendezvous on Christmas and never again? Never. That's not normal. That's very weird. I mean, granted, they're young, so maybe would be motivated by a sense of like, oh, let's not be breaking the law, but I'm pretty sure that's not. I don't. What is happening? What? Yeah, I'd be very concerned of our Sumika. That's just bizarre. More, as in, I mean, what else is there? Didn't we go? Takeru, she wants like a change in daily life too.
いろいろはいろいろだよ。なんていうのかな。こう体がキューッとなるようなこととか。
Oh, okay. I think we'd all be very interested to see that, Sumika. Her inner animal. Does she mean like no clothes, just skin on skin? I guess that would be a bit more sensual, yeah. Are you human? Talking, to be fair, maybe you're not, but I consider myself to be a fairly conservative person when it comes to expressing like physical intimacy. But I'd grab her hand and be like, all right, let's go. I'd be, especially because his parents probably still at home. It is incredible that they are just living in his house and inner animal coming out all the time. I mean, what is wrong with these people? Especially him. Like, I don't get it. I hope you have an explanation, Takeru.
タケルちゃん、私のこの体、キューって抱きしめて。
Yes, Sumika. I gotta do that. Sumika.
タケルちゃん、あったかい。
Huh?
激しくドバーッとなるようなこととか。
Fetch, man! Holy crap! You really want it that rough?
タケルちゃん、もっと激しくして。
Here's the thing. I think she's like literally talking about like wrestling. I think she just wants to have like a full like bare knuckle brawl for some reason. But he's taking it this way, which is, I mean, I would be too. Sumika, I gotta slow down or else I'm gonna.
いいよ、タケルちゃん、ドバーッと来て。
Welcome to the channel. Whoa, okay, is this an edited version perchance? I would assume that there is something more they might have switched out some sprites for. If so, I'll be disappointed, but it will make my job easier of editing. But still, if this is like a dumbed down version, you know, for Steam, let me know. Whoa!
ぎゅーっと締め付けられるようなこととか。
Bondage now?
タケルちゃん、私、普通の愛じゃ物足りないよ。
To be fair, how do I say this? I'd be down for experimentation, but I'm also not quite sure this is my thing. Just say, each their own flavor. But I don't know what would happen if I actually was like, all right, let's do this. I'd be like, are you sure about this?
そのロープで私をギューッと締め付けて
Okay. Whoa.
あとは
Stop, that's enough. I think that's a little early for that stuff, don't you?
何が
What do I mean? Dude, come on. I mean, we still, like, done it once. Seriously, man. Seriously. I guess maybe my life experience has been, once you breach the topic, it's kind of just you do it whenever you feel like it, safely, obviously, but, you know, I always assumed that was normal. This can't be normal, right?
だからだよすごく楽しかったのにな
Fetch, yeah, she's just flat out saying she wants it. Whoa. Don't get me wrong, I enjoyed it too, but I'm surprised you'd be so blunt.
だって私たち全然デートしてないじゃない
I am so upset. He gave up Maya to literally not change anything. What the fetch? What? What? Is this what happens with most like protagonists in the rom-com animes? You know, they tend to end with like the two people like either like actually getting together and like, oh yeah, it's done, or the frustrating one, which is where like you're pretty sure they're gonna get together, but they have like the misheard fireworks moment or something, and then it just ends on the note like, yeah, and everything just continues onward. Is he just that character personified? Because I want to smack them around too. Not in the Sumika way though. Like obviously. Oh man. Wait. Date?
そうだよクリスマスの時1回だけじゃないデートしたのあの時のタケルちゃんすごく優しくて
I understand though. He's confused. He thinks it's Takeru. Like you're gonna be like disappointed here. Those two can be synonymous. You can have both. Just saying. Sumika?
何
Were you talking about date ideas?
そうだよどうして
But then, what about like getting in touch with your inner animal?
水族館に行ってさイルカのショーとか見たいじゃないかわいいって体がキューってなるし
Again, pointing out. He's gonna be disappointed in this. I hear that, I'd be like, sweet, why aren't we going tomorrow? Like, that sounds super fun. Even if I were just watching, like, my significant other, I'd be so down for that. And getting knocked around till you need a neck brace.
遊園地でジェットコースターとか激しくドバーッと発散できるよ
That sounds awesome too! And getting wrapped up tight.
それはそのほら帰りの満員電車とかでさタケルちゃんが私をかばってギューッと
That sounds really cute. Why, Takeru? I also don't like how violent Takeru tends to be. You dummy, don't mislead me like that. You did that on purpose, didn't you? Why else would you beat her around the bush like that?
何さ何が紛らわしいのさ
Oh, come on. Something we've only done once on Christmas? Obviously, my mind's gonna jump to the night before.
え
Uh-oh.
あの夜ってその
Never mind that. Anyway, I guess you've got a point. We haven't really been on date since the new semester began, have we?
タケルちゃんのエッチ
Why? Why? It was a legitimate confusion. Oh, here it comes, guys. Fare thee well, soldier. You've done good. Oh, he's lucky he came back. I thought he was gonna stay there. Blah!
何言ってるのさもう知らない
They don't make any sense. Takeru especially, but they don't make any sense. Wait, Samika. Samika, you there? She's not answering. I just wanted to let her know that she dropped this. Sorry, little guy. Guess I'll have to return you tomorrow. Oh, you hold on to that bunny, buddy. Fetch that bunny. Ugh, I really screwed the pooch this time. Yeah, you did. For a lot of reasons. Why was he so crazy? Why did he attack her? Why did he just say, like, oh, I was thinking, never mind. How about we do the aquarium this weekend? I mean, I should have known better. There's no way Sumiko would ever talk to openly about anything sex-related. I must be more sexually frustrated than I thought. I can think of a solution to that problem! Great, this is just what I needed. As if things haven't already been awkward enough between us since then. You've got a point though, Sumika. I really should have asked you on a second date by now. Adoy. But I mean, they don't all have to be dates from now on, right? Can't we just go out and do stuff together like we always have? That could also just be a date. Like, she wants to do special dates. That's cool. You should definitely do that. But you can also just go hang out with someone whom you're dating, and that's perfectly fine. Why does Takeru think it has to be just one or the other? I guess he's saying, like, can't they both be both? I'm sure Sumika's perfectly fine with that. You don't have the money to go to the aquarium every weekend. Guess that's probably a thing of the past, huh? No matter how you slice it, things are different now. Maybe it's just that I'm still too shy to ask you out on a date, as opposed to a simple excursion. I mean, there's a much deeper implication there, like it's something you're expected to do if you're in a relationship. Don't get me wrong, though. I definitely understand that we can't keep treating this like a friendship. If you want more out of this than that, and I don't want you to think that nothing's changed since we started going out. Though I know those words might ring hollow since I've yet to reflect them in my behavior. He's learning. Heck, I still can't even picture myself whispering sweet nothings in your ear or embracing you in public. Oh, maybe Yamane was right. I am a pretty pathetic excuse for a man. I'm not gonna fight that. That's absolutely probably true. Don't get me wrong though, I'm not having second thoughts about this. I mean, having to choose between you and Maya was like the toughest decision I've ever had to make. Yeah, but I knew it had to be you. Like, there wasn't a shred of doubt in my mind. It just wasn't. I wasn't just going along with it to make you happy or because I felt like it was obligated to pick you since I rejected Maya. I guess I just didn't realize it'd be this hard for you to go from being hard to go from a childhood friends to lovers. I figured it would be downhill from here, but it's more like we've just reached the summit, only to discover that there's a sheer drop on the other side, and now we're getting cold feet. Well, maybe you are. She seems 100% committed. Why are you saying the we? Yep, that's pretty much what it boils down to. Kinda like how we had sex once, but haven't done it again. It's not because either of us don't want to, I don't think. It's just that for whatever reason, we can't seem to recreate that romantic atmosphere, get in the mood. Or maybe it's just me, I don't know. But I'm pretty sure that most teenage couples tend to have a lot more sex after the first time. See, okay, good. I'm glad I'm not crazy. It's Takeru who's crazy, which shouldn't surprise me. And I mean, I'm still just as in love with you, so I'm not sure what the problem is. Because my libido definitely hasn't gone down either. But things let me try that again. But things feel way more awkward now that we've done it once. Maybe that seems strange to me. Maybe we're just overthinking it though. Who knows? Could be that I didn't feel awkward at the time because we were both caught up in the heat of the moment. That's true. I was still pretty intense. It was pretty intense that night after all. We were still on an emotional high, having our feelings reciprocated, which probably made it easier to let go of our inhibitions. Maybe if we take things more slowly and gradually worked our way up to sex, it wouldn't feel so awkward. I mean, we drove straight into the deep end before we learned to swim, and now we've gone back to the kiddie pool again. But at the same time, you were childhood friends, and like that garnishes a lot of like pre-instigated intimacy, like natural intimacy. I think the real trouble is that he's having trouble differentiating between like what should be different. I think if I ended up dating somebody who I'd been friends with for a really long time, I think while the initial rush definitely would have been very different, being friends with people and being in a relationship aren't as different as sometimes people like to make them out. Granted, there are differences, but like the emotional connection, I don't think is that different. Not truly. So what's really happening here is I think that he just isn't sure what, like, he feels like it should feel different and it doesn't. And so he just falls back into what he's always done because that's what he's always done. Not because it's not, like, he doesn't want to take it a step further, but because like maybe it feels too familiar because he's always been so close with her. Maybe the reason it feels so awkward to be around each other lately is because neither of us were emotionally ready for sex. That's also possible. Absolutely. Like, there's a stigma that I remember growing up and like I think still around, like, yeah, especially if you're in a relationship and you build up to that, like, and there's a whole like, I heard it on TV all the time growing up, like on the third date that's when you go and sleep together and all that. It's like, I don't think that's fair at all. I don't think it's right. I think you sleep together when you're ready, and it's something you talk about and you work through, and you know, if you're in the mood you try, and if they say no you back off. Like, that's the way it works. That's just how relationships should be. Shouldn't be any undue pressure. Like, if you feel like you're doing it because you feel like it's time to do it, then that's not the right reason. You should be doing it because you feel ready and they feel ready. Yeah, that's probably it. One thing's for sure, if we ever want to have sex again, we're gonna have to go back and do things the right way. We'll take it from the top and work our way there naturally. Oh, maybe like going on a date. Thinking with your brain. Until then, I'm just gonna have to keep my libido in check, which is fine. Ugh. Man, why the heck am I overanalyzing this stuff? I don't know, because it's important. The old me never would have get this introspective about crap like this. Well, yeah, old you was an idiot. And you're still an idiot, but he was much more of an idiot. I'm supposed to be the sort of go-getter type. What happened to me? Everyone else is already treating it like a relationship, but I'm too afraid of being made fun of to even admit it. Ugh, this sucks, dude. If I could just muster up a little nerve, I'm sure this would all work out just fine, but apparently I'm too immature. It doesn't help that Sumika's also a bit of a late bloomer when it comes to this stuff. Are you sure? She seems to be pretty on board. I hate to say this, but this relationship might just fizzle out on its own. It's certainly possible. Don't say that to me, man. If I don't do something about it, that is. Yeah, you better do something about it. I'm going to be able to, we're all going to be very upset at you.
Takeru-san! Takeru-san!
No.
Takeru-san!
Very, very familiar. Hey, wait a minute. How did the rest of the neighborhood come back? Did they literally rebuild it? I never remember if that's the thing that happens or not. Dang it, Sumika, you're so loud. Oh, for the love of God. Would you stop the incessant knocking? When it combined with your ear-piercing voice, it's extremely irritating combo. Huh? Huh, she shut up. Nice, this is how mornings are supposed to be. Kiss him. That'll get him up. It's cold out there. Fine, just give me 5 more minutes.
わかった。5分だね。
Sweet, thanks.
まだ1分も経ってないよ。
I'm getting up.
そう？じゃあ私、下で待ってるね。
Sounds good. I'm such an idiot. Sumika comes to wake me up, and this is how I behave. Weren't I just talking about how things need to be different now? Look at what just happened. Sumika's clearly been making an effort to be more agreeable since we started going out. She's not nearly as overbearing as she used to be. And my first reaction is, sweet, now I can sleep in a little longer? Am I trying to make her dump me? Holy crap, what if it actually happened? I don't think it will. Like, I think that's pretty impossible at this point, but... I love starting the morning off with a somber note. Whatever, there's no time for this. I need to get going. I'm not a morning person either, man, but come on. Oh, the hill. Man, that'd be a beast to have to walk up every day. So, hey, Smika?
何？
You wanna go somewhere this weekend?
え？
Yeah, I mean, it's about time we went on another date, right? You said so yourself. Easier to do these kind of things in the morning. Don't have to change your mind or psych yourself out that way. And waiting till after school would be leaving the door open for another embarrassing fiasco, class rep, and the gang, after which I'd probably lose my nerve. Why is she looking so upset, though? And ever since Monday's a holiday, we'll have 3 whole days to do whatever we want. Plus, the weather's supposed to be nice all weekend, and there's going to be a lot going on around town. Including special events at the amusement park and the aquarium, so we can check those off the list. There's also going to be a big exhibit at the art museum, but I highly doubt there's something Samika would appreciate. I know this because I ran out to the convenience store last night to pick up this weekend's issue of the Yokohama Skywalker. I've even memorized the list of movie showtimes. I'm actually kind of impressed, but apparently you're so caught up in your amazing intellectual abilities that you're missing the exact, like how Samika's reacting and possibly even talking, which is just awful. Granted, I was still asleep during all that research, but the small price to pay if it makes Samika happy.
ごめん。今週末空いてないや。
Really? What?
別の予定入れちゃったんだ。ごめんね、たけるちゃん。
Don't panic, Takeru. I might panic, but don't panic. Whoa, 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 what are the plans?
榊さんとちょっと。
You're saying that in a dodgy way. Why are you avoiding eye contact? Don't lie to me.
本当だよ。
In that case, I think I'm gonna be sick. You're seriously ditching me for her? What the heck, class rep? You already figured out we were dating and leave the weekends open for me. And what day is that?
土曜日。
Okay, then let's just go out on Sunday.
その日はあやみねさんとちょっと。
Okay. So maybe she is just uncomfortable. I thought she might be seeing somebody else. I was like, who are you seeing? You're kidding me? Fine, Monday then. That works, right? No, Takeru. You are the late bird. The early birds got the worm, assuming that she would not have any time on the weekend because you're being such a lazy butt of a boyfriend. She made plans with friends to have fun. You're gonna have to shoot for another weekend. Who is it this time?
みきちゃん。
Ah! What the heck, man? Can't you just hang out with them all at once?
そうもいかないんだよ。大事な用事なんだから。
Kind of important business.
それは言えない。
Interesting. Is his birthday coming up? No, we had that back in like October, right? Why, you little... There's one time I actually put a lot of effort into planning something and you're gonna turn me down? Why you gotta ruin my perfect 3-day weekend? Takeru, come on, man! She has a life outside of you.
だってたけるちゃん、この間連休は寝て過ごすんだって言ってたじゃない。
Oh, my forehead is gonna be bright red by the end of this series. Holy crap. I did? When was this? Must have been Monday or Tuesday, I guess. Come on, you know I was just saying that. I never make plans that far in advance.
まあ、たけるちゃんのことだから、そんなことだろうとは思ってたけど。
See? You should have been seeing that coming. Now come on, at least free up one day for me.
無理だよ。こっちから頼んで開けてもらったんだもん。もっと早く言ってくれればよかったのに。
I am 100% behind Samika here. It is absolutely his fault. Hey, come on, don't scowl at me. No, you are being the butthead here. Like, good night, man. And you should just swallow your pride, have yourself your sleepy weekend, and then ask her, okay, what about the weekend following? You're dating each other. An extra week is not that bad of a problem to face. I mean, sure, what she's saying is right in principle. In fact, I'm the one being unreasonable here. It's just that when I was already so committed to the idea, it's hard for me to give up on it. I mean, okay, to be fair, I can kind of get that, but as long as you let that part of your brain, like, speak, and not the hindbrain lizard boy who's gonna be throwing a temper tantrum in 30 seconds, you'd probably be a lot better off. Oh, right. Here.
あ、あれ？
You dropped it yesterday. Did you not even realize?
よかった。
Yeah. Remember a little while ago when I said that it was weird that he's dressed like a Santa all year round, and you said I said maybe I should buy you a new one.
うん。
Well, how about we go out and find one together? I'll buy it for you as a present.
本当？じゃあ来週は買い物だね。
There we go. Problem solved. And all it took was a little bit of intelligence, like just a grain of it. Huh? No, I mean this weekend. And there it goes, right out the window again. Takeru. Get this through your head. She's made plans. You were slow. You've got to wait till next week.
だから。
Come on, I'm sure you can fit me in somehow.
無理。
Look, I'll even go explain things to class rep or whoever.
ダメ。
Urgh. What the heck, man? You're the one who said you wanted to go on more dates. Well, yeah. Be flexible.
言ったけど、無理なものは無理なの。そんなわがまま言って困らせないでよ。子供じゃないんだから。
I am so mad at him right now. Come on, dude. It's not that big of a deal. Why does it have to be this weekend? Guilt trip? That's how you're interpreting this? Hey, I'm trying to take this relationship more seriously, and you called that immature? Yes? Yes? Just what is this important business of yours anyway?
だから内緒。
Dang, this is starting to piss me off now. I really shouldn't have gone down on my knees and begged for you to spend time with me. Alright, fine. No date then. Happy?
だから来週行こうよ。
Oh, shut up. I'm pissed that I just had to say that.
たけるちゃん。
Just trying to do. What a terrible way to start the day. I finally get to go out of my comfort zone and this is what I get? It's not. It's your fault! God, I guess I should take it on Samika. Why is this part of her brain, his part of his brain, so quiet and so slow to talk to him? No, it's her fault for complaining about it yesterday. And all I did was take the initiative, and how did she respond? By calling me a mature guilt tripper?
たけるちゃん。怒んないでよ。
Leave me alone.
たけるちゃん。
Leave me alone, I said. Uh-oh. I think I hear a very flashy car.
たけるちゃん。
Ah, I thought I told you to shut. Oh, crap! Yes! Finally! I am 100% behind this. Yugo Sensei, thank you for administering justice. Ah! Yes. Here she comes, and she's gonna be in the outfit. We all know it. We all love it. Well, I don't know. There it is. Hey, Yuko. Crazy psychopathic Yuko.
大月先生、おはようじゃないですよ。たけるちゃんが。
Lovely.
ああ、やっぱりあれ白金だったの？やさぐれた背中してるから誰かと思ったわ。
Yes. Oh, friggin' maniac!
おはよう、白金。
It's actually been a pretty crap morning for me, thanks.
大丈夫？たけるちゃん。
私、運転には自信あるのよ。
Yeah.
安心しなさい。
That just means you meant to hit him. What does that even have to do with anything?
あらら、余裕ないわね。鏡と喧嘩でもした？
Yes. No.
じゃあ、その辺すっ飛ばして別れたとか？
Fetch!
そんなことありません。
なんだ残念ね。卒業まであとわずか。マリモに残された時間は残り少ないのに。
But she only acted on that on a drunken tirade. I mean, it's not actually how she feels, right? For your information.
ああ、わかった。
Yes.
何がですか？
そっかそっか。ごめんね、鏡。
はあ。
白金の体力削っちゃったら夜にハッスルする分がなくなっちゃうもんね。
Oh, she's horrible.
なあ。
What? Could you not, please? Like, extremely touchy subject for us right now.
そりゃ怒るわよね。でも若いから大丈夫。少し休めばいくらでもほとばしってくるわよ。
Yeah. Somebody stop this woman!
白金、今日の私の授業、特別に寝ててもいいわ。 どうせこの時期もう教えることなんかないしね。
You see, I hope yeah, gosh.
先生たけるちゃん
It's not worth it, Samika. Just let it go. If we try to fight it, we'll only make it worse for ourselves. All she wants is a reaction. The woman feeds on our discomfort.
そうだね
へえ、アイコンタクトとはなかなか恋人レベル上げたわね。
その
Be strong, Samika.
それじゃ私もう行くから遅刻しないようにしなさいね。
If we are, it'll be your fault for holding us up.
どっと疲れたよ
I know, right? Yeah, let's just go. What's wrong?
たけるちゃんごめんね
Don't be sorry. It's his fault. He's the. Oh, right. Don't worry about it. We can just go on a date some other time. Thank you. See, Yuko Sensei, you hate her for what she does to you, but she makes the universe work somehow. After what just happened, I don't have the energy to be upset anymore. Wait, did Yuko Sensei do that on purpose because she saw us arguing? She probably did. I like her. She's insane, but she's by far the best president we could ever have. Nah, can't be. She gets way too much joy out of other people's misery to do that.
たけるちゃんどうしたの
Huh? Oh, nothing. Come on, let's go.
おはよう相変わらず遅刻ギリギリね
We could probably get through this last one real quick and see what happens, and then we'll probably have to stop. I'm just happy to have made it here alive.
何言ってるの相変わらずギリギリまで寝てたんでしょ
Yes, and got hit by a car. You lucky girl. Ignorance truly is bliss.
白金くんほんと鏡さんのこと考えてないのね前に言ったこと全然分かってないじゃない
Don't even start with me, class rep. If you were really that concerned about our relationship, you would have left a room in her schedule for the two of us to work on it.
は何を言われたくないですって
Don't tempt me.
何よ言いたいことがあるならはっきり言いなさいよ
See, this is what I hate though. Like, she's comes off so tough, but she's so vulnerable to reality. Nah, forget it. I'm too exhausted to deal with you this morning. He's crying over spilled milk, I guess. Just remember that my girlfriend you're hanging out with this weekend when she could have been spending time with me, so whatever this important business is, it better be worth it.
Hi, hi! みんな席についてね
Yay! Morimo-chan, I missed you. You haven't been on the screen in a long time. Probably the longest, really. Fetch. Glad you're here.
起立礼着手
Sorry, I cut her off. My hand. I tend to click too early. Alright, I think that's enough cleaning for one day. Let's go home, Samika.
あー
Oh.
ごめんなさいね白金くん今日は私たちと約束があるの
What? You didn't say a word about that this morning. I still feel crummy about how I handled that, so I was hoping to patch things up on the way home. Why must you sabotage our relationship at every turn?
ごめんねちょっと言い出せなくなっちゃって
To be fair, you were being crazy, Takeru. Oh, right, because I already gave her the crap about having plans this weekend.
ごめんねたけるちゃん
And then Yuko-sensei showed up, but they only made things worse. Yeah, I could definitely see why she didn't mention it earlier. Alright, so where are you guys going?
そんなこととても言えない
Seriously, what's with all the cloak and dagger? Wait, why are you blushing? And why are you even here?
Huh?
Alright, what the heck are you guys scheming?
何よ人聞き悪いわね
I mean, clearly you are. Why else would you be joining forces with the Yamane?
大丈夫ミキもいますよ
No, that's not what I'm getting at. I mean, I get that this would be weird for Samika to bring her boyfriend along with the girls on the excursion, but still!
ねえねえたけるど
I don't know, he's crazy. Huh? Am I being unreasonable here?
小さいから器が私たちが白金くん抜きで帰りにどこかに行くなんて今までだって普通にあったことじゃない。
Oh,
前
okay.
は何も言わな
Okay.
かったのにおかしいわ。
Wait, huh?
そうですよ。たけるさんちょっと変ですね。いちいち白金の許可が必要なの。
Takeru, they all know. I'm pretty sure that people in other grades who never see you but in the hallways probably know. Why am I being like this? They're right, this really isn't anything out of the ordinary. Am I being possessive? The one thing I promised myself I'd never be in a relationship? Does that only upset me because I want to control her? Is that what this is? Am I so possessive that I get jealous now even when she spends time with anyone other than me, even if it's just class rep in the gang? Dang, I'm probably the only one who didn't notice too. Everyone else must think I'm a total prick. The sound of my soul trying to claw its way out of my body. I agree, that soul's probably me. I can't believe this is who I really am. This is so uncool! I bet it was like a slideshow.
どうしたの？言い返してこないなんて白金くんらしくないわね。
Oh
さ
no.
っきから黙っちゃって。
No! Don't push your advantage! And Nakoto's like, what's
み
up?
んなどうしたの？新しい遊び？
No! No! What have I done? It's a trap, isn't it? These sneaky little punks have set me up. Or maybe not Makoto. He seems like he's just sort of wandering in here. But the rest of them, they're planned this. We haven't officially confirmed that we're dating yet, but by getting frustrated and jealous over something that never used to bother me, it all confirmed their suspicions. Could it be that this is their plan all along? He's still going through that. We have all the free time lately in class. Have they spent it all conspiring the secret plot to humiliate me? They kind of did in Unlimited, didn't they?
あら、何か言いたいことでもあるの？だったらはっきり言った方がいいわよ。
Yeah, say it, man.
ミキもそれがいいと思うよ。
Do it.
痩せ我慢は体に毒。
Do it, Takeru. Do it! God, I hate all of you. I mean, don't get me wrong, I do feel a little guilty for dragging this out for so long, making it a bigger deal than it actually is. Sure, if I just told them now, it would be a huge weight off my shoulders. But wait! You think I should just swallow my pride and get it over with, do you? Yeah. I've already made a butt of myself, so I should just spill the beans and let them have their fun. Nay, I say, not so long as my name is Shirogane Takeru, I will never give them the satisfaction. What a hill to die on.
タケル、何か隠し事でもしてるの？
No, nothing at all. In fact, I have no problem with Sumika hanging out with you guys. Nope, none whatsoever.
タケルちゃんなんか投げやりだな。
Yeah, I bet you Sumika was the one that came up with this idea. Why, whatever do you mean? I'm just being a perfectly normal self. Now go on, get out of here. I agree.
じゃあ行きましょうか。
Ha 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 ha! Have fun, you guys! Ha 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 ha! Phew. Crisis averted for now, at least. You're such an idiot, Takeru. Though from the way Sumiko was acting, I have to wonder if she put them up to this. I mean, she did try to plant the idea of telling everyone in my mind yesterday, and I wasn't very receptive. And since most girls seem to agree that it should be the guy's job to take the initiative on these sorts of things, maybe she enlisted their help as a backup plan? But wait, this still doesn't explain why she's hanging out with him this weekend, does it? I've got the impression those plans were made a while ago. So what on earth could they be up to? Yeah, something's definitely not right here. I must go deeper than this. Or just... it's so annoying. They can't be true endgames. It's probably just their first step in a much larger mission. Yeah, whatever that mission is, it must have something to do with me. Looks like I don't have a choice. He's such a narcissist. He's just like, a bunch of girls hanging out together, doing stuff that they won't tell me about. I must be the reason. I think he's been a harem protagonist for too long. I'm gonna have to bust out my epic stealth skills. tell them from a safe distance, do a little sleuthing, blow the lid off the conspiracy. So far, so good. And that's where we're going to stop for today. We'll start the sleuthing tomorrow, because I think if we start now, I'm not going to want to stop, and this is probably already being a good one. But oh my gosh, thank you so much for being part of this first episode. Now I'm going to be slapping all of these into the, like, all Muv-Luv, like, playlist, but, you know, I'm also going to have a dedicated playlist for this as well, so if you're curious about that, just make sure to look for it. It should be in the banner somewhere, or it'll be easy to find. Because I'm going to be doing this series every Monday from here on until we finish it. So, based on how much content it looks like is in here, we probably got a good long time in front of us here. Yes, 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 yes. I'm so excited. So, yeah, again, thank you for being here. I'm really excited to be sharing this Muv-Luv content and to be sharing, like, more Muv-Luv in the future. I'm not going to be, like, sharing news about stuff because, first of all, everything I get is translated and hearsay, so like I have no earthly idea what's actually going on, but I saw some of the trailers and some of the announcements that were made. I watched some of them live, and yeah, I'm super stoked. I'm nervous, but I'm gonna hope that something really, really good is gonna be pulled out, and I'm hoping that you, whoever you are, aren't just somebody who watched me play through the series. I'm hoping that you're somebody, like, I'm very happy for everyone who is here, like, initially. But I'm hoping that a majority of you are actually people from the future. People who might have watched or seen the Muv-Luv anime and it's so good that people tell you should play the game. And maybe you picked up the app and you find that it's such a great app that you looked up Muv-Luv content and started playing the games yourself and wanted to see a reaction to it and found my channel. I don't know if that's the case, but if you are here, thank you for being here. I'm glad that you've enjoyed the journey long enough to make it here. If you like other types of visual novels, I'm currently going through Steins Gate Linear Bound Phonogram, kind of like Photonflowers. It's the Steins Gate like expansion that came out. We'll be doing that in my Darling's Embrace, which is like the last spin-off that it came out with for Steins Gate. And then we've got other projects coming along in the future. I'm currently doing on my Friday series a Western visual novel based on the Vampire the Masquerade like kind of tabletop game and lore. It's been really fascinating, a really interesting take into a style of visual novels that's very much more like timed mission heavy. So not only can you replay the game as different types of vampire clans, but you can also replay it with different allies and interesting stories to encounter and different ways to solve your problems. So, like, while the game is probably shorter than most visual novels, the depth of the choices you have is really quite fascinating. So really cool to look at that. I've got a great backlog of some great stuff. If you want some good recommendations, I recommend Seabed as a kind of a more indie title that was just, it knocked my socks off with how great it was. It's on my list as one of my top of all time. I've played through most of Steins Gate, as I said. The House of Fata Morgana, I just wrapped that up recently. That was super, super amazing as well. And many, many more. I hope if you liked what you see so far, I invite you to check out the rest of it. But just know that I post every week on Monday, Wednesday, Fridays, and I've started doing Saturdays, although I had a hiccup this week. I should be right back into playing Persona 5 Royal on Saturdays. But thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for joining me on the channel. As always, it's a pleasure having all of you here. You guys are the greatest ever. If you want to join me in conversations or with other fans about the channel stuff, in the description, you can go to our Discord page. That's where we just chat freely, and you can send me messages easily. If you ever want to just interact with me in any way, that's the place to do it. But until next video watching me, have to see me in next. I'll see you there.